Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please stop the video and read the disclosure. For the ones that just joined us today, we are sharing our signal to the public, no charge, free. We have 3 different automated trades, and we will share those signals with you at your own risk, and please try to follow us on a sim. On the first column here on the left upper corner is your signals, telling you the direction buy or sell. And then you have the entry price right there, and then the target for every instrument, how many ticks from the last signal entry, and the total amount trailing stop 1 and trailing stop 2. As an example, we had an ES, and entry was 29.18.25, and the target was 29.29.50. And then we are on that trade based on one contract on the market analyzer, but on the chart, the automated trade is on 2 contracts, but the market analyzer is based on 1 minute. And right now we are at 306 ticks into the profit based on those instruments here. The same story on the NASDAQ. We have a buy entry at 580.50, target 7607. Right now we are down 13 ticks on that trade. And every day we are using the same market analyzer based on 1 minute, folks, based on 1 minute. And we will be covering also NASDAQ, CL, whatever we can get our hands on, and we'll try to share those information to the public. Those are not pre-made videos, those are live, and this is a big challenge, and we love it, and we hope that we can help some of the traders are struggling out there, and we're not charging anything, really. We hope that we've been getting a lot of compliments, and we have helped a lot of traders, and that it is really nice to hear that we've been helpful with those things. Anyway, right now we have a new signal on the Russell, entry 715, target 720. You see it right now. We have a buy entry. The target was 715. I'm sorry, the entry is 715.6, target 720. The same story on the stocks and the Forex. The market analyzer is based on 1 minute. We are using the Forex based on 10,000 mini account. And as you see right now, this is the Forex. Is the same thing you can do on the stocks. You can feed the auto trade 100 stock on each instrument, or 1,000 stock on each instrument, or 500, whatever, and you can let the auto trade also scan the market for you, whether you are a future trader or stock or Forex. Then we have this market analyzer here, the blue market analyzer. Those are based on the scalpers, and what you see, what you get. We do not hide good trades or bad trades. Sometimes we have a good days, and sometimes we have a bad days. We don't care. Welcome to trading, and we share both. We share good trades and bad days, and when the auto trade is making money and is not. At the end here is the Ninjatrader controller, Ninjatrader 8 controller, and those here are based on the swing trading. As an example, right now the NASDAQ, let me see, it closed, but I don't know when it closed and hit the target on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ already closed on the 1 minute. It was a beautiful ride. And it is based on 2 contract, and it hit the target and it was closed. Right now, if we say trying to find still any positions open on the ES, we have a position open right now. And right now on the, you can see it was a lot of a chop earlier this morning when we were trading the DAX. And right now we are $1,000 on that trade based on the last trade, and now we are 925 on the swing trading. We get up early with the birds to trade the DAX, and today the DAX made 2473 based on one contract. I'm sorry, it's based on one trade, and that's why it makes me get up in the morning for the DAX. This is a 1 minute, and you can see got to 2473. That's I usually share my. This is the chart I get up every morning for. It's right here, and I mean on the other. You can use it on the ticks and range, and but I like the 1 minute. The DAX is very consistent. Maybe it's not the best performance. Maybe the 288 ticks, it gives better performance, but I like the stability on the 1 minute. And sometimes we make it, sometimes we don't. We cannot say every day we make it. No, that's not true. You know, sometimes also I share when the DAX didn't make it. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We have a new signal on the ES. We have a new signal on the ES 926.75. Target 2921.75. You know, sometimes I don't pay attention, so please look at your signals from here. There is a sound for the signal, but I do not use the sound. I think I got my hands full without the sound. So there is a new signal on the ES, and the entry is 2926.75. A little struggling today, so we'll see what will happen on those trades. Already, let me see. I started early today because a lot of people cannot find the link, and I will find a solution where you can go and get the link every day for the YouTube. Some people are having a problem finding the link. That's okay. We are. This is the 1 minute, and you can see we are struggling on the Nasdaq today, and we are struggling on the CL. We're doing very well on the YM, and then we are struggling. No, actually, we are okay. We are flat on the ES based on 1 minute, but for the 150 ticks, it's doing much better on the 150 ticks, and one of them is aggressive, one of them is conservative, but that's what you see, what you get. You know, you're gonna have sometimes problems with the trading. Sometimes it goes so smooth. There is nothing unusual with the trading. It cannot be positive every day, folks. And right now it's 9:56. Our official start is 10 o'clock. So we will start at 10 o'clock. So we still have 5 minutes, and we will start at 10 o'clock trying to find some trades. For the ones just around here for now, keep your eye on the column, please, because sometimes I'm not paying attention. On the first column here, you will find a new signal, a new entry, and you find the entry price, the target, and the pullback re-entry numbers is right there in front of you. So it's not those oh, okay, that's nice. One of my customers, thank you, Tony. I never took time, Tony, to do that. But what Tony is saying, all what you have to find the link under the gallery, click video channel, and then click on the YouTube link on the left hand side. Okay. Because my problem is I'm logging in with my Gmail, so I cannot see what's going on. But thank you, Tony. Thank you very much for your support on that. Really great guy. And if you, Tony, if you give me some kind of like a picture or something, I can share it with the people, or I will investigate today how to. Probably also, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put a link every day on the Facebook and the Twitter. Then you can log into the webpage, our webpage, and then you can log in or go to Facebook or Twitter, and you will find the link every day. Thank you, Tony. This guy is always very nice and helpful. So now we are trying to gather my information here to see where we can find your trades, guys. Just if you give me a few seconds. The market is turning around a little bit flat, so keep your hands off a trade right now. Let me guide you, and we will. I will for the Nasdaq traders. I always, when I cannot find anything, I always can come into your $35 zone, and I can always spot a trade without any indicators. This is my best corner, actually, where I can manually I can spot. Like right now, we are waiting on a new signal, and we are on full throttle with the scalpers, and we are with the swing trading. We have some very nice trades on the YM, Nasdaq, all of them. But when I'm trying to find something to pick, I can always come into this chart, the 1 minute, and use the $35 zone you have, and I can always find in a spot the trades. So right now, I can see there is a nice trade. Let me see. There is a nice trade on. I need to find the Nasdaq. I'm always having a problem finding my chart. I apologize. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Before I can even call it, here is your Nasdaq. I was about to call the long trade, and then there we go. We got it on the. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I was about just to call it when we got the signal on the. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, my friend. Okay, he's saying go on the gallery, and thank you, Tony. Really, thank you, sir. Very nice of you. So, okay, there is a resistance here in this area here, folks. Whoever followed that signal, there is a resistance in this area, but it seems like it's about to break it. Okay. There is a lot of buying power. So Tony sent us very nice of Tony said, if you cannot find the link, go to the video channel gallery, and then to our uh, um, channel, and go under the gallery, and you will find the link. You're the best, Tony. Thank you, sir. Um, be careful with that. We have a lot of resistance area here. So a few minutes ago, also, if you go back with the video, we had a new signal on the Russell. And for the ones who, uh, when we saying it was a trade or there is a new signal, it's not me calling those trades. It is right in front of you on the market analyzer. So there is no hinky-pinky business here, okay? A few minutes ago, we had a signal on the 30-year Treasury on the Russell, and right now, whoever followed that signal on the Russell, he is up to 20 ticks on the Russell, and okay, and we have Tony again. Took the Nasdaq trade live and is paying off. Thank you, sir. And okay, just a second, guys. I go tour. Had it gone. So this guy took that trade. Thank you, Tony. You know, Tony, uh, negative people that never become traders. Negative. You know, when somebody bring negative, they never can be a profitable traders. Trading is an attitude, really. And Tony is he's been sending me comments, and he was not even a member. And now he has took the trade live, and it's all about attitude, really. And let's see what else we have in the pot here. We have the Nasdaq. The ES is struggling on the new signal on the gold. New signal on the gold is. I'm not trading gold, guys, so I don't. I'm lost track with the gold, but I will be more than glad to open a chart on the gold, and you can see if something can tick you. I'll be more than glad to help you on it. But we have a new signal on the gold. It's an entry price 12.13, target 12.15. Wow. Okay, I don't know. I have not looked at the gold in a long time. Actually, the gold guys, the gold and the is really, we have a lot of traders trading the gold earlier in time, not when the market's open. I know the volume is lower, but they love to trade the gold before the market's open, and then they can get some smooth rides, on the gold. And so let me um, keep your eye, guys. I'm everywhere. Please, I was distracted. Um, I do not call the trades. The trades are right there, folks. Sometimes I do call some of the trades manually, and I say I'm calling that trades manually, and I'm very clean about it, very clear about it. So I know most of you have been in a room where the room said they claim 100 takes at the end of the day, and you've been following those guys, and you never got this 100 takes. I know exactly where you came from. Um, we're not selling a room, and we're not collecting money, so I don't need to do this crap. The only thing I'm trying to magnify to show you what's going on, and we're not selling trading room here, and we never did. We always have it for free to everyone until somebody's butt was hurting because we were given a free room, and then we stopped this room after so many years. For the gold trade, this is a very good pullback on the. You have two options on. This is my opinion on the. You can follow me with it on the sim, or you can. There is a good potential 12-12 pullback, and if you want it to be safer, then you need to put a limited order, buy in limited order at 12.13, because if this one breaks on the gold, you have a very nice right to the 15. So this is, I'm overriding what the auto trade. We have a target hit on the YM. Yeah, we know that long time ago. I'm overriding the auto trades. I give you my opinion, and then you can follow anything you like on those instruments. If there's any of those instruments is not here, we are very glad. If we have the data, we are very glad to add any instruments you like, folks. It is a friendly use here, and if you have some kind of instruments and I have the data, I'll be more than glad to add it for you. Just shoot me an email, and it will be my pleasure, and you just follow it as it comes. The YM, it says a target hit and a target hit, yes, and a few ticks above the target. So there is, for the ones don't know how the system works, this is here on the fully automated. I hate dummy trailing stops. So the trailing stop on the automated trades are based on floor and fibs. Now, if you want to know when this automated trade is generating a signal, on those area here where all this headache and the turbulence and the sideway and the pullback re-entry is all from here. So as long as this market above those area here, we're only thinking long. If this market drop below those area here, then we're going to generate a short trade. The system will generate short trade. This is a very critical area right here on the YM, and this could be a pullback re-entry, and that's why I will be covering that. So in order for me to you see, this is the true average price, a re-entry point. This is what it says on your market analyzer, plus a double, one minor and one major trailing stop. Those are the pullback re-entry area, because most of the traders they've been making the same mistake over and over again. 95% of the traders are losing money because they don't understand there is a pullback re-entry and the market is not reversing, or not, there is no short yet. And the majority, what is nice about that auto trade, beside that auto trade here, is going, as an example, left and right, taking any trade left and right, and sometimes you get in. This is a normal auto trade. Whatever you got this auto trade from, the auto trade, keep trading, chop market, non-chop market, keep trading until he hits the target. And if the market is moving today, you're going to be hitting the market. And if the market getting into the chop market, your auto trade is not going to perform. And actually, some of the auto trades out there, the stop loss is very high, and that can cause blowing up accounts. This one here, it is more technical than just a normal auto trade. The reason is you have the entry and you have the target. Once you hit the target, most of the time this market, you can look at those videos for the last 3 months we've been going live. Once you hit the target, the market goes sideways. And this is where most of the problems happen among the traders. Even for untrained eye, when you are using a Renko bar, 1 minute, 3 minutes, sticks, range, when the market hit the top here, I can spot reversal trade. But most of the time, by the time you go back down to this area here, all your time frame, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, a Renko bar range is all pointing down, because what you are doing, you are using an indicator following the market. I've been screaming about that for over 9 years, 10 years, since when we went public, that you cannot trade future with an indicator following the market. And some people are not getting it. When the market is going down, your ATR or your MACDs, double MACDs, momentum, whatever, below 50, above 50, below 20, above 80, whatever, all those right now, they're going to be pointing down because they are following the market. What you need is prediction to the market. As long as you don't have a prediction to the market, you will never make it in the future trading. Never. So once we hit the target, the market gets sideways. And this is the worst enemy for any kind of auto trading. This is where the auto trade dive in and excuse my language, in a big pile of shit, and God help us, how we're gonna get out of it. So when the market is sideways, like now, the YM is not getting any direction because of the Nasdaq going one direction, the ES is going another direction. And here's the fun part: the 30-year Treasury bond is going in the same direction as the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones. So we have a problem here. The market is not synchronizing. So when we are trading right now, the YM, you're gonna have a problem. So this is right now, the YM right now is untouchable. Whether you are auto trading, you need to stop that auto trade, or you are a manual trading, you need to stop that trade right now, because this market is diving into those area here and it got stuck in those channel, and there is nothing we can do about it. So this one is not tradable anymore. For the ones who traded before, got to the target, very fine, happy camper, but right now it's not tradable until we get a new signal. Once we get the new signal, your auto trade is going to take a short trade. As long as this market is above those level, those critical area, we cannot take short, folks. We cannot take short because has not been confirmed short. One of the things in the trading, the future trading, is has not run out of style is identify trend pullback re-entry. This one has been for many years, for over 25 years, and it has not failed. Everything has failed out except those. So right now we have identified a long trend on this YM, and it's not just a YM, folks. Any kind of instruments, this is not tradable anymore. You cannot beat it up and get money out of it. You cannot suck any juice out of it anymore. Finished. Until we have a new signal. Once we get the new signal, then we dive into the signal, and then the system is going to give us the target. Depends on the market movement. The system is going to give us different targets every time. It's not fixed target. Sometimes if this market moving, you're going to get a very high targets. And if this market not moving, you will have a very low target. So it is depends on this depends on this market's movement. Then we can the system will be deciding where it has to be hit, and without touching the chart, the system is automatic and can do it for you. So right now we have the Nasdaq trade. For the ones still on the ES trade, we are down 16 ticks on the last entry signal, but I'm not worried about it because we are on the pullback re-entry area, so there is nothing we can do on this one here. The ones has not got into a trade on the ES. That's okay. This is your re-entry point right there on the ES. And actually, we have a lot of traders that wait on the pullback and take the pullback the entry. Why they do that? Because 8 out of 10 or 7 out of 10, those trades, they're not a high risk trades. They are good potential to make money out of them. 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, depends on the day. And but it will be much easier to take a short trade in those area than to take a short trade somewhere on a loose cannon here somewhere. You know, the ES is not gonna, we're not gonna get a long signal, not unless if this ES break the last wall, the last level is the trailing stop too. So as long as we still thinking short, we still thinking short, where there is no long trade on the ES. As long as we still thinking short, this is a beautiful pullback re-entry, and the risk on those trades, you only need to put a stop loss right above the trailing stop too. So the risk rewards are superb on those trades. And let's say you took a short trade on those area here and it didn't make it, you're going to recover immediately, because once we get the new signal, you're gonna go ahead and enter the new signal. So if the ES fell to the short side, so we're gonna make it back on the long side. So the recovery is immediate. As long as you're following those signals, the recovery are immediate. So you gotta be where on the normal auto trades, if this market going in a chop, you're gonna be enjoying the chop with it, and you maybe sometimes you will have 2 or 3 trades right after the others. They're not doing well, and that if you are using 2 contracts on this auto trade, then you are in deep trouble right now when the market goes into, you know, problems. So we keep our eye on the ES. If the ES able to cross those areas, that means we're gonna generate a new signal. And oh boy, Tony, are you still on that trade? Because we have Tony is back live on it. Tony, are you still on that trade? Let me see. If this Nasdaq gonna keep going up, we're gonna have a new signal on the ES. Be careful, guys. Keep your eye on the new signal on the ES. A new signal on the ES should come very soon. We are at the last drop on the ES, so we'll keep your eye on the new signal with the ES, please. Tony, if you got out of that trade, you're probably hitting yourself with the shoes right now. Okay, we are waiting on a new signal. We are gonna keep our eye on the ES. We're probably gonna have a new signal. Okay, a new signal, guys, on the ES. Entry price is 29.32.25. Target 37. This is not bad at all. A new signal on the ES. If you want to follow us, you're very welcome to follow us, but please follow us on a sim. We're not allowed to call live trade for you. There we go, guys. There we go. There we go. This is the new signal on the ES. I hope somebody followed us on those. I don't want it to be logged out of that trade on the NASDAQ. I want to see what will happen on this NASDAQ. I know we have a problem at 612 NASDAQ, so we'll see what will happen. The YM is not moving. It's just staying on the same. It's not tradable. For guys are thinking to use auto trade on the YM, you gotta hold your horse a little bit. The YM is really not doing anything, so be careful with the YM if you wanted to take those trades. Already, so we are. This ES today is like one of those days. It's just refusing to move. Sometimes that ES really something. Yeah. There we go. Come on. Ooh. A little pullback, so we're just waiting. I'm gonna go get a fresh coffee, guys, and we're having a little pullback. I cannot do anything about it, so I'm gonna go get a fresh coffee. I'll be right back. Thank you. Oh, before I go, we got a new signal on the YM, folks. A new signal on the YM, 6628. and target is 65.83. If you want to follow us on a sim, please. This is okay. Uh, this market is really today. I have long on the Nasdaq, long on the ES, and a short on the YM. It's like I don't know which one is right and which one is wrong because this is not in sequence anymore. We have the Nasdaq going up, the YM is going down, and the ES is playing game with us. So I don't know, but those are your entry on the how we gonna put everything in there. When we are live on the YouTube, guys, there is not much space. Sorry, we cannot share too many monitors. But okay, so we have three Nasdaq, ES, and YM. A lot of turbulence in those trades today. Oh boy, the Nasdaq is over. This means it's gonna knock out the ES as well. This is a shame. Okay. Oh boy. You see how the ES came into this area and where I pulled back? This is a re-entry area right there. 2875 is a re-entry. Always the market come back to those area. Look, always. Then if the market is really strong to the short side, we're gonna break those area. But most of the time, this market pull back to those area here, and those are a re-entry point actually. So okay, I'll go get a fresh coffee. I'll be right back. Thank you. If this NASDAQ keep going down, we are getting a new signal on the NASDAQ, and it seems like we are getting, the market is turning around, and it is really nasty today. So we are about to get a new signal on all of them. The market is just changing directions. Uh, keep your eye on the left upper corner here. It seems like we are about to get new signals. If this market crossing those area here, we're getting a new signal. So we'll find out. A lot of it chopped today in the market, so please be careful. Look, it's changing now directions. It's amazing. I'll stay quiet to see what we're gonna get out of this. You know, when the market is nasty, the market is nasty. We cannot do anything about. If we notice on the scalper, all of it right now is losing. You know, you see all the trades on the scalpers. Now look, the whole direction in the market is changing again. So if we look at the scalper, now there is nothing but losing trade. This market is going from one direction to another, and it is a nightmare. Sometimes we bump into those problems and we cannot see it. When I have a problem like this, when I see the market is just not synchronized, where the Dow Jones go in one direction and the ES go in another direction, I immediately trying to find a clean picture what's going on the ES, because the ES can give us some kind of direction. How's this market going? And if we look at this ES directions, anything above this projection at 31 is going to be nightmare. Whether you are auto trading or you are manual trading, it's going to be right now a nightmare. There is a lot of resistant areas in there. And actually, this one here is a short trade. So if you want to follow that on the ES, this is not, has nothing to do with the automated trading. This is just manual, and the trade is short. And this one here, and I'm gonna stick to it because the stop loss on this trade, on the short trade, on the ES, is right there. Actually, it's all the way up here, but I don't want to invest too much money in it. So it will be the stop loss at 32.25 right there. Right there, you know? And when I see problems like this, I immediately go to clean chart without any indicators, without any bar colors, because I don't want bar colors, and then I can identify if this chart is tradable or not. As an example, right now on the ES, I don't want to touch this ES if it's gonna go above the 32.25. It's not touchable. Neither auto trading, neither manual trading is out of my uh, lead this time. There is certain time when this market get in a chop or we get in trouble. The best way is to get yourself a clean chart and look what's going on, and immediately I can spot there is some problems right now on the ES, and there is a lot of chop on the ES. But this way, if we notice how this ES playing with those numbers here, so I will look at the Nasdaq too, because there is a lot of traders go after the Nasdaq. But it is a very nasty market today, and that is going to cause a problem sometimes by even when we don't see there is when the market is changing directions. That is a problem, and if you notice right now, the ES is sitting where we got it short, and um, this is where I'm making my bet on the ES. Personally, it's not to do with the automated trading, and if it's gonna knock me out of that trade, I'm putting the ES out of the. For now, I will not touch the ES until I find another doors open. So now we are sitting here and trying to find direction in the market. So for the request on the Nasdaq, I will look at the Nasdaq right now and uh, see if there's anything tradable on the Nasdaq. Also, Nasdaq, you can see it's the same story, guys. On the Nasdaq, it is there is a short trade at 94.75. There is a short trade right there. If you like to follow on a sim, very welcome. But there is a short trade on 94.75, and we will take it uh, when it gets there. But on the ES, let me see if we are out of that trade on the ES. Okay, we are out of that trade on the ES. I'm not going to be touching the ES anymore right now. It is a really funny market today. I'm not. Let me go back on the NASDAQ. It's going to drive us crazy today. We cannot win it every day, guys. We cannot win it every day. And Thursday, we count on Thursday to make the most money. And today, the market is not helping us at all. I'm going to knock out this trade. It's finished. I'm going to sit on the side and do nothing anymore. If we noticed right now on the market analyzer, we started this morning around 300 ticks. And because of this market turning around, we have nothing actually. We have 8 ticks. So this is really bad for sitting on the side, it will be your best option. Let me look at the Nasdaq. We are got filled on that Nasdaq trade, and actually the ES also. Uh, After it knocks me out of that trade, start going to the same direction. So we got filled on that. This is the first target on the Nasdaq, and then we can take it to the next level when we see this Nasdaq is taken. Uh, we'll deal with it when the Nasdaq gets into the 80.75. But right now, this is the only trade I can see in the clearance right now to take it. I always, this is what is nice when things is like today. Um, I always refuge to clean chart and trying to read the market to see where the probability to get recover from a bad day uh, or a chop market. So this is where it's driving us crazy today, this market. But this is the entry on the Nasdaq. Not much to do today, and we will follow that Nasdaq trade. A lot of chops. Even the scalping taking a short on the YM and no short on the Nasdaq. So let's see if our trade is gonna go through on the Nasdaq. The scalper nailed 120 on two contract, and I called that trade, and now we are going in the right direction on the Nasdaq, and that is gonna give us more chops on the ES. So what a day. Okay, we got it. We got it, and we have if you're on that trade, This is the most we're gonna get out of it is 81.25 for now. So total on the market analyzer is 27 ticks. This is really sad. This is really 18 ticks. Uh, a brutal day today. So the scalper took another short trade, as you see. Very fine. We cannot win it all, guys. We cannot keep winning every single day. So there we go. Come on. Give us something. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can break that level here. Okay, we have a short coming also on the ES. Just a second. 8150. Let's see what will happen on 8150. The market analyzer total right now is 11 tick. I mean, how bad it is today. The market is not helping us a lot. Welcome to trading. Those one of those days where no matter what you do, you're not gonna get anywhere. The best way to do it today is to just sit on the side and not do any more trade or any more damages today. Uh, when the market is not going to give us anything, the market is not going to give us any. Okay. Hopefully it's now 10:55. Maybe we can get some direction. Also, if we look at the scalper, They are really struggling. The scalpers, every single trade is not making it look. The ES is getting in trouble. Nasdaq getting in trouble. YM getting in trouble. CL getting in trouble. That tells you how chopped this market is, and there is when the market is really chopped like today, you can see not just one system; all of them are collapsing, and has nothing to do with your auto trade, but the way this market moves today is not helping at all. So we cannot do anything about it. To just sit on the side and not to get in trouble, because today is not our day. So far, it's not. You know what, guys? Close this Nasdaq. Is finished. Close it. And close the ES is finished. And it is. Let's find a direction in this business before we. Well, let's wait on a new a signal. There is no use to sit down here and um, and do anything. I mean, we should not get in trouble. Is enough. There is no direction in this business today. There is nothing. There is no direction in this market right now. So we're not going to be taking trades on those levels anymore. We're going to sit tight and wait on a new trade and a new signal. Until this market like this, I don't want to deal with it anymore. So I'm taking this away, and we just going to wait on a new signal. This is it. The market is fixing to drop, so we're not uh, we will be chasing a new signal, and we don't want to get into this job market. If we notice on the ES and the Nasdaq, nothing has been done after we got to the previous target. There is nothing, and now there is a new sell off coming in. So let's wait on the new signal and not deal with those areas anymore. I don't want to deal with those areas. We need a new numbers to deal with. So I'm gonna stay quiet a little bit, and if you want to keep chasing the signal today, please keep your eye on the first column here, and it gives you the direction and the entry and the target. And don't mind the pullback re-entry today. It's gonna be a problem. We are diving in right to those nasty areas. So do not take any trades on the Nasdaq right now. Wait on the new signal. That will be your best deal if you are a Nasdaq trader. Also on the ES, we are back and forth between those two areas where the re-entry point and the entry point. Also, the ES is getting stuck in those areas, so there is no use to dive in to this chop right now. Let's wait on the new numbers and the new areas on the chart, because those areas here are really struggling areas. No use to re-enter. Look what happened to the Nasdaq right now from the safe entry. I don't want to deal with it. I'm gonna sit on the side, and we are waiting on a new signal. This is the best way to avoid all this problem. I'm gonna stay quiet until we get a new signal. As you see, the Nasdaq is not going anywhere, and if we look at the ES entry, it's not getting anything above that area here. And for the CL traders, don't build your hope too much. For the CL traders, you have a lot of problems. You're coming into a lot of problems on the CL, and actually, the CL you can try on sim. Do not go live with it. Go on 70/70 short on the CL, because also you have a really you're diving in to a lot of problems on the CL. So be careful. Do not go long. I don't know what everyone doing, but do not go long on the CL. You're coming into a lot of problems. Even if you are using a high time frame, you're not gonna get away with all this. So for a CL trader, count to 10 if you want to take a trade. On the Nasdaq, nothing. The Nasdaq has confirmed the short on the 98.25, and it's not even it's a stock. I will not even touch it for until we get a new signal. So the Nasdaq is not tradable right now, because the only thing on the Nasdaq you can do is to scalp it from the 97.50 here back and forth, but it's not tradable, so stay away from it. And ES is fail to cross those area here, the 32.25. We're having a problem, and also the CL is having a problem, and also the YM having a problem. It is a big mess today, and a lot of traders, they're gonna be losing their butt off today. Do not touch this market, please. Do not auto trade it. Do not manual trade it until we get to new areas. So do not do anything to this market. Sit on the side, get yourself a cup of coffee, and wait till we have some movement. But now, do not touch anything. You're gonna lose. And I will stay quiet until we get something. I saw a new signal coming on the Russell. I did not highlight it because this market, the Russell, is not going to go anywhere if the Nasdaq cannot find direction, ES cannot find direction. CL is coming to a lot of problems right now. CL is coming to those area. Look, this is where actually you need to short out this the CL on 70/70, and the whole market is a big mess. And I would not touch this market right now. This is the only trade I can see is 70/70 on the CL, short, not long, and the rest is look, look. It's gonna be a hell of a ride for a CL to break all those. It's gonna be one hell of a ride. Look what happened. Right, exactly what we said, 70/70, you know, and exactly to the tick. Look on the CL. So, guys, look, and now we dropped on the CL. If you are on that trade, you can exit at 70.48. But I don't like it when the market is like this. I sit on the side, and I'm going to stay with you. I'm not going to log off. And the market is nasty today. And be careful, guys. But when I see new levels or new signals, I will highlight it for you. Sure. But in the meantime, I'll stay quiet. Thank you. Look at the CL. It came exactly where we expected to get on the CL, and is over for now. So we nailed it from the 70 all the way to the 46. So this is not bad at all. Uh, Again, guys, please be careful. And there is nothing tradable at the moment in the market. Was the only trade I could have find, and I don't see anything after that one. I don't see any trade on the Nasdaq. I don't see any trade on the Dow Jones. I don't see any trade on the ES. It's just chop chop everywhere. So please be careful with your trade. One of those nasty days where the market is refusing to give us money today. So that's welcome to trading. That's all what I can say, guys. Welcome to trading. So the Nasdaq is getting got stuck in those area. The ES is not going anywhere, and the YM is not has not been going anywhere for a very long time. And I'm gonna continue watching those market today, and we'll see if we can get anything out of it. Uh, we're just waiting on a new signal. That's all what we're doing right now. Thank you. Okay, guys, there is nothing to do, and there is no movement. And please try to stay away from the live trade today. It is really nasty day. We have recovered a little bit, but it's not a tradable, neither with an auto trade. Let it be today. Take a day off, and tomorrow will be another day. Folks, thank you very much for joining us today, and we'll see you tomorrow, Friday, at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Thank you. God bless you. See you all tomorrow. Bye for now.